Hey guys, Ped1979 here. Thought I'd bring to you a quick video showing guys my favorite EDC knife and some of my favorite knives that I used for EDC and a couple of things. So just reposition the camera like so. I just finished uploading my Kershaw trimmer video. It's still processing on YouTube, so just want to show you guys the one that the spring bar is broken. So if you flick it up, you can open it, but there's no more detent, so the blade is not getting sucked back in there, so no more detent. So now let me show you guys the Kershaw trimmer, because I had two, and one that is working with the spring assist. So yeah, that's how it's supposed to open, with authority. So yeah, but as you guys saw in my, if you guys watch my Kershaw trimmer video, you guys will see that you know, RIP, that this little spring mechanism in there is broken. So now when you close it back, it has a detent. So this is the detent by the spring inside. So open like that, and even if we just press it just a little tiny bit, you just don't flip it, you just press it just a tiny bit. All you have to do is press hard enough to engage the spring, and it just flies open. So compared to the other one, and guys, when I leave it in my safe, I mean not in my safe, but in my drawer, my knife drawer, it's always open like that, so it remains open all the time. So just like so in the drawer. So let me just compare it back to the other one that's, you know, I removed the spring from it because it was broken. So yeah, this thing is basically useless now. It's just, I mean, unless you just do a flick of the wrist to open it, there's no thumb stud, there's no anything to open it. It's really just a flipper, so you could open it like that. It could be a utility knife now, but I don't know, I could probably leave that in my fishing tackle box or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll look to buy another spring assist if they sell it somewhere for the for this knife, but I'm kind of sad about it because I really like the Kershaw trimmer and I like the spring assist, but you know, I'd rather get some bearings. And you know, something that doesn't have any bearing, that just has washer and has a flipper, this is the Inron. Damn, the thing is so smooth. I mean, look at that. It's just, it doesn't have even have any bearings, but you could just open it like it was spring assist. So you don't really need a spring assist, you just need a good flipper. And with this one, the flipper is just not as good. Look, this is how you should do a flipper, and that's not how you should do flipper. So yeah, Kershaw, if you want to bring that knife back with a flipper like that and ball bearings, no spring assisted mechanism, please, because that thing doesn't even have ball bearings and it's just so smooth. I really love that knife. Colt makes it. This is the one by Inron. I wish I could still buy that knife somewhere, but Colt has the exact same model under the name Colt. So I'm gonna try to buy it. It's on my Amazon wish list, but it's like 2 months back order or something. So when they receive some in stock for $23 Canadian, I'm gonna buy maybe one or two more of these knives, because I really love that knife. I mean, it's a frame lock, doesn't have an over travel stop bar, but who cares for 20 bucks? I mean, blade centering, look at that. I mean, you can't ask any better for $20 knife. I mean, Canadian, $20 Canadian, so crazy. Really love that knife. I kind of baby it a little because that's my only one, so that's the only one I have left. And since it's Inron, and I don't think they make it anymore. If I'm wrong, put it down in the comments. I want to know where I can buy one. I want to know. All right. So another one of my favorite knife for EDC, which I wear all the time, it's not gonna be that one. And you guys see the other one on the table. This is the Ontario Rat Model 1. So yeah, bought this back in the day when it was cheap. It was like, I think I paid like $30 or $35 Canadian for it. Pretty cheap, and this thing is smooth also. It has the thumb stud opening, four-way positionable pocket clip, which is cool. But you know what? I really love that model, but there's something better out there. So, and the other thing that's better is this one. that one from Genzo. So this thing is axis lock, and this is just like the Rat Model 1. The only thing is it's a little tad bit smaller. So if you look it up, if I align the blades together and the stock there, so I'll try to show you guys here. So like so you can see the you can see perfectly lined there. So the just a tiny bit bigger for the original Rat Model 1, but who cares? At that point, that price point, and for the action, this thing is just butter smooth. I mean, with the axis lock, I just love it. You just open it up with the axis lock, freehand, or you could open it up with the thumb stud, and this thing is just closes by itself. I mean, opening it, I need to put a little bit more force in it, but you know, I'm using the Daiwa fishing reel oil, high-speed oil, which I don't think is the best one, but it, you know, I want to try it out. It's still a little bit better than the other firearm lubricant that I used before. Order myself some Tough Glide. I ordered myself some Tough Glide, and I have in my Amazon wish list the knife pivot lube. So I'm gonna wait for that one to go down in price, because for that little bottle it's $21 or $22 Canadian. So if it falls, let's say it sells for $9 US, so if it falls to $16, $17, then I might buy it. But I just love playing with that knife. I mean, this thing is fondle heaven. I mean, look at that. It just opens and closes. I mean, this is my main EDC. I have two of these, one with the orange scale, so I really love that knife. Another one that I just bought recently is that Gunzo Firebird, the F720, I think. So model number right there, yep, F720 440C. So really love that blade too. It's a little bit bigger, but you don't really notice it in the pocket. As you guys can see on the back side there, I just made some modification, and I just sanded that G10 a little bit with just a little bit of sandpaper, not a whole lot, just a little bit of sandpaper, just going slowly and just wiping it down with some water cloth, because G10 is really nasty for your health, so you don't want to breathe in any of that stuff. So just go with a regular piece of sandpaper. This is, what is that one? I don't know, I think it's 120 or something. I get some a little bit more coarse 80 grit. You go 80 grit. So 80 grit, then you go with something like 120 just to smooth things out and to make it a little bit smoother. So 120 here. So just sand that thing down. So, but just for the pocket clip side, right now it's going in and out of the pocket smooth. Just that texture right there. I mean, this is ridiculous. I wish they would do a version with just the normal G10 without any texturing, and you know, one like that. So I bet that with the smooth G10 it would sell like 10 times better than that one, because those ripple, especially on the pocket clip side, which you can reverse or right or left, tip up only. So that pocket clip is just, that thing will tear through a pair of jeans in like a month. You're gonna have to need some new pockets in your jeans, so it's just gonna tear through it just so easily. But right now it's smooth in and out of pocket. Look at that, it's just where that pocket clip right is just smooth, and it's just going there in there nice and easy. So last but not least, this is the one I have in my pocket right now, so I'll put it in the background there, so right in between these two. So this is the Kershaw Emerson CQC4XL. So really love that one for the wave feature. So I love the blade shape too. That drop point blade shape is just, or spear point is just, you know, it's a really good blade shape. So probably need to reprofile. It is sharp right now, but I think I'm gonna reprofile it to maybe 18 degrees per side on my Canon Work Sharp. Because I like the 18 degrees, so I can resharpen it on my croc stick really easily. I get 20-degree angle, so I'm putting essentially a micro bevel on the edge, and it just keep it sharp, and you can just put it on the croc stick for like a couple of swipes on the white rods every now and then to maintain sharpness. And you can do that for practically ever, unless you do some really hard cutting and from hard material and you just destroy that blade. So then you need to go back on the work sharp and just resharpen it a little bit. So yeah, so the Kershaw Emerson, I like it, but it's not the best knife. I mean, it's not super smooth. The blade is not gonna drop shot. Well, it does, but I mean, it's not. That thing would really beneficiate from some bearings in there. So and the detent, well, it's just not really. That detent is just not. That's practically inexistent. So maybe I have the pivot too tight, but if I don't have the pivot tight, well, the blade is not going to be super centered. So as you guys see right there, it's pretty much in the center. So let's look at it like that. So a little bit on the center side, but this thing really would beneficiate from some bearings. Same blade material, same everything, but just put some bearings. So, you know, everything comes in bearings right now. The rake knives, the Civivi. So yeah, guys, so 10-minute video. I think I'm gonna close it out right there. So my favorite one right now for EDC is the one with the axis lock, or the clone from the Gonzo with the axis lock. Inexpensive. You don't care if you trash on it too much because you can always buy another one. I have another one coming of these Genzos, but with the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 look with the axis lock, and this is gonna be also very nice. So can't wait to try that one out. And I also have the Sanram new frame lock with the ball bearings inside coming. So I can't wait to try that one out also. So, but I really just love, guys, the axis lock. I need to get myself a Benchmade eventually, but the Benchmade are just too expensive. I mean, 150 bucks for like a Freak in Canada, so Canadian, for a Benchmade Freak, which would be the one I would buy, but I really would want to see with the axis lock. I mean, how smooth that blade would be. So that thing is already like, look at that, it's just freaking smooth. Man, I just love playing with those freaking things. And the more you play with it, the smoother and more they just become just a whole lot smoother. I mean, look at that. The more you play with them. So guys, for my next knives, so which should I buy? All right, I've been thinking of ordering on Blade HQ for a little bit now. So either I order 2 Civivi Praxis, because let's face it, the quality is just awesome. Blade steel, I don't care really much about the 9CR Titanium movie. I mean, this is metal, this is metal, this is metal, Os-8, and it's all the same thing. It's all metal and it cuts. You know, for the things that you're gonna do with it, since I have my croc stick, you know, once a day or once a week, I just, you know, go on a couple of swipes on each side to maintain the sharpness, and it's that easy. So choices between 2 Civivi Praxis or 1 Praxis and 1 rake knife, the Hussard, so the rake or Ryuk or whatever you want to call it. So either a rake knife and a Civivi Praxis, maybe black or the tan color or green. I don't remember which color are available. So either that or 2 Civivi Praxis knives. So I'm really hesitating going towards the 2 Civivi Praxis because honestly it's like $7 more, and I think you're getting better quality off the Civivi than the rake knives. And I just really love the shape. I love the length of the blade. I love that blade. I think I'm gonna be in love with. So I really think so. That's why I want to order 2, because the distributor in Canada is Warriors and Wonders, and that or Blades Canada, I don't know which you want to call it, but they don't have it available right now. They're not listing it, even though We Knife is listing that company or that distributor as a distributor for Civivi. It's not available yet, so I think the Civivi brand is just too new, and they're feeding every other market before feeding the Canadian market. So yeah, I think I'm gonna order it from Blade HQ and order a couple things in the process to make the shipping fees a little bit more. You know, it's $15 US to ship to Canada, so for up to 4 pounds. So I think 2 Civivi Praxis and maybe a Boker multi-tool with a bunch of Torx in it. Torx size would be good because it's made by Wiha. So Yeah, that would be pretty good. So guys, let me know in the comments below. I need your help, guys. I need your help. So 2 Praxis or 1 Praxis and 1 rake knife Hussard. So which one should I get? So kind of hesitating. My budget is a little limited, so 150 bucks US. I mean Canadian would be, would be pretty good to order a couple of knives from Blade HQ. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like it, leave it a thumbs up. Leave in the comment below which one should I buy, the 2 of the same brand, or 1 CB Praxis and 1 Ryuk Hussard. So let me know in the comments below, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.